Hi, Bill Henshaw here again. Another one of my ongoing YouTube videos on current events, especially with the COVID pandemic crap that's out there. And this one deals with what's now being called an eviction epidemic. If you read the news and see on the internet, where landlords will be able to go after you for past rent and this, that, and the other. And I'm here to tell you that ain't true, especially with corporate landlords. And the really good news is with all this COVID crap, now we have federal regional martial law front and center. And that's what these corporate landlords depend on to execute contracts against you that they have no business doing. Accordingly, and with knowledge I have and information you can get, by the way, send me an email, youwinandcourt@gmail.com on my document packets, especially my COVID packet. I mean, it's astounding because not only do you not owe any past due rent, which is impossible. I mean, think about this. Artificial corporate entities are claiming privileged amount of past due rent. You and I that have lost our property in the form of our time and labor, it has disappeared like a fart in the wind. And yet we were the ones that ordained and established this Constitution, created our government. The government created these corporations who are at best agents of our agents. We're in a principal and agent relationship here, not guardian and ward, and certainly not master and slave, as they seem to think a lot in Washington, D.C. these days. So we make that point. You can then challenge the artificial corporate landlord for even coming into your court, and for a variety of reasons, not the least of which they're not registered to do business in the quote-unquote state that you're in. And we can go after them for fraudulently inducing you into an agreement they knew was dead on arrival, otherwise known in Black Law Dictionary as null and void nunc pro tunc ab initio. And we can prove every bit of it. And they knew or should have known. Now, these are corporations. They're represented by a stable of attorneys that have gone to law schools, right, and graduated law school. And the attorneys in particular have a sworn oath to be bound by this Constitution and the laws enacted in pursuance thereof. Article 6, Section 2. You start making these kinds of issues, and my experience tells me over the course of 5 decades, we never even get close to a courtroom, let alone a jury, because one decision on the record like this wipes out every landlord-tenant agreement from Portland, Maine to Portland, Oregon. They're all ineffective. And that's a good situation. And they blundered into this in New York banksters with this COVID crap and trying to hurry up, taking over the entire government and all of our lives. This is the window of opportunity we have for the next few months. So those of you in this situation, and oddly enough, the worse the situation is you seem to be in, probably the better off you are, given risk versus gain, which is enormously in your favor if you know your rights and you know how to invoke them. That's what they don't want you to know. They didn't teach you in the damn public school system. You have no way to know. Attorneys either don't know, and most of them don't, they're too damn ignorant, or they'll never tell you they do. They'll conceal that for their rich fat cat clients that can pay them a lot of money to do the same thing I'm doing. So that said, my modestly priced constitutional defense document packets are a really good bet at this juncture. And I'll be with you. When you get these, it's not just my documents. You get complimentary phone consultations. You get as much TLC via email as time and circumstances permit. And I'll be there with you. And in addition to that, on the offensive side, I have a daunting amount of relevant, admissible legal evidence that we can fight them off, even if they're forced into court with that damn 42 USC 1983. I have that handled. No one does that like I do it. So that said, feel free to contact me, youwinandcourt@gmail.com. Tell your friends, subscribe, like the videos, get the word out. We can beat these bastards. We really can. You just have to know your rights and how to do it, and I'm here to help you with that. Thank you.